Hello everyone, welcome to another Fight the Night review. This is for the one that took place last night at UFC 300, quite a landmark event between Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje for Gaethje's symbolic BMF title. It was the third match into the main card. It was literally halfway through the main card. It was the co-main event, I guess, if you want to call it that. And as always, I've got my notes here to help me break it down round by round, bit by bit. And I will say, though, personally, I think the BMF title should be renamed the MBA, which is, BMF is the baddest motherfucker. MBA, in my opinion, is the maddest bastard alive, which is what the belt should stand for. But got about 5 rounds to go through, so let's go through them. We begin with round 1, as always. There is a bit of a feeling out process at first. Max throws her straight to the body. Justin walks into the cage and throws her a bit, but Max slips out easily. Justin lands some kicks, Max throws some feints and even some leg kicks, landing a good one too, but it's a nasty leg kick from Justin. Max fakes with a teep and lands another really good left, also another kick, but Justin lands a 1-2 as well, but Max lands an uppercut and a nasty left hook, which really hurts Justin. They both fake with kicks, and Justin sort of backs Max to the cage with some hooks, but Max recovers and lands to the body again. Max lands some jabs, but Justin lands another leg kick, and even a high kick that Max blocks. Max lands another good uppercut, Justin lands another good leg kick, but Max lands a big right. Max lands some jabs, but Justin lands another leg kick, and even a high kick that Max blocks. Max lands another good uppercut, Justin lands another leg kick, but Max lands a big right. Justin lands one of his own and evades the right to the body. Justin slips but recovers well, lands a body kick and goes for an overhand, but it's a spinning kick to the face as the round ends. So I'm giving round 1 to Max because he just had the much better moments. He was just a lot faster than Gaethje was prepared for. And I've got to especially mention the closing of the round because Max was going for a spinning back kick and Gaethje was definitely ducking down for an overhand, but as he did, he took the spinning back kick, took the heel right to his nose and broke his nose. It becomes the sort of story of the match, even though Justin landed a lot of really good leg kicks to Max, that's the story that for Justin. The main one was definitely Justin's nose being busted open, and it began here, because holy shit. And commentary does mention that he had a deviated septum for most of his career, severely deviated, so he always had trouble with his nose. Obviously he probably got surgery to correct it maybe recently, but to suffer a kick like that from Max, holy fuck. It was the full heel as well, and it caught him it wasn't even a full smooch, it was more like a crack, and it sort of bent the nose in, and it looked really nasty and opened a cut in the bridge of the nose too. But yeah, I'm giving round 1 to Holloway. He had just much better control, much more composure as well, and just much better striking, and yeah, just utilised his range a lot better. Even though his range is an inch shorter than Justin's, he was just able to use his better than Justin was. We then get to round 2. Both men throw mostly feints to start. Max lands a big leg kick, but eats one as well, and the two swing a bit, but Max keeps Justin at bay with some really nice kicks and straights. Justin lands another really good leg kick and he wings with a hook, but it's a nasty shot from Holloway. However, there is an accidental eye poke during that exchange. After Justin recovers after about a minute or so, they get back to the centre, mostly trading light punches and kicks, with Max continuing to land to the body. Max backs Justin to the cage with some punches, but Justin lands a good right, then a leg kick, and the two trade again, where Justin landed another good right, but he gets eye poked by accident again by Max. The two trade some body teeps, and Justin lands a really solid leg kick. Max lands some really good rights, but eats another kick, and Max lands a good body kick and a right up top to close out the round. So I will say I'm giving round 2 to Max as well. I do think Justin was starting to find his range a little bit more, but Max was still keeping him at bay with his much sharper and more precise striking. He was just landing a lot better. He was throwing more to the body as well, which becomes a thing he starts doing in round 2, and it does carry on throughout the rest of the fight, spoiler alert. But it can't have been a good round for Justin, simply because, first of all, he talks about his nose, he's touching a lot, and the commentary does mention that if he tries to blow it, his eyes will swell up, and we saw what happened with Donald Cerrone when he did that. Against Holloway, funnily enough, if memory serves. Was it Holloway or was it Poirier? It was against someone. No, it was Ferguson. I remember it was Ferguson. But yeah, it could have been a similar situation to that where Justin could have lost by sneezing. He didn't, and thankfully he was able to compose it. But going into round 2 with a really badly broken nose and then getting both of his eyes poked, because the first time was his left, the second time was his right. Being barely able to breathe and then being barely able to see can't have felt good at all. And obviously the pokes were not intentional. Max just was trying to keep his range and just couldn't really... Yeah, he couldn't really help it. It's obviously not Max's fault at all, and these things happen. And Yeah, I mean, Max was just better in the round anyway. Like, his striking was starting to improve. He was starting to stack up a bit more on the combos. It didn't really knock Justin down much, but he did land some really, really good stuff. Mostly focusing on keeping Justin away from him and utilizing really good head movement as well. Max's defense in round 2 was really, really good. Even though Justin was starting to find his stuff a little bit more, even landing a good couple of punches and mostly leg kicks, round 2 was definitely going to Max for me. We then get to round 3, both men start with leg kicks. Max throws some punches to back Justin up, Justin lands a body kick, but Max goes to the leg again. They both keep mixing the kicks up and there's more filling out for a bit before Justin goes forth with a right hook, but eats a nasty left on the way out. Justin lands a left, the two swap body teeps again before Max lands a right hand, then a spinning kick to the body which Justin eats to the head again from trying to duck it. Justin ducks a high kick but eats an uppercut that drops him, but he does recover quickly and goes back for the leg kick. Max lands a body kick, lands another spinning kick to the body, to the actual body this time, not to the face because of Justin ducking, then he lands a right hand as well. Max goes for an overhand right which Justin counters with the left of his own, Justin lands some more leg kicks, Max blocks a high kick and lands more body work, even going up high to stun Justin a bit. Max hits another right, throwing a body kick as well, and a good leg kick to close out the rounds. And I'm giving round 3 to Max. This was probably his best round so far, I would say. You know, we've still got 2 more to go. But yeah, round 3 I'm giving to Max. He started to really, really hurt Justin, even though his legs, even though Max's left leg was starting to look really battered from the kicks he was eating, and he did stumble a bit from those kicks, I should mention. Like, the leg kicks were starting to make him stumble a little bit in rounds 1 and 3, not so much in round 2. But even through that, he was able to recover. Even through his leg welting, he was able to recover quite nicely and just got the bigger stuff on Justin. Landed really nicely. Really, really good punches, good boxing, and that spinning back kick was there for him pretty much the entire round. Which is amazing because he only threw it twice and it landed both times with huge success. And didn't throw as much to the body in round 3 as he did in round 2, but did still land quite well. Boxing was really, really on point. And yeah, Gaethje did get some stuff off again, but Max really just controlled round 3. We then get to round 4, Justin lands a body teep, Max does too, and Justin keeps going in and out with kicks and avoids a right to the body. Max lands a body kick, Justin lands a big 1-2 of his own, and Max keeps going for body kicks, even landing a quick right before Justin pushes forward with another big right of his own. Justin lands a jab but gets done by a right from Max, and Max lands some more jabs and blocks the kicks and punches as well. Justin lands a leg kick, and Justin eventually gets Max to the cage and lands a right that stuns him a bit. Max lands an uppercut, Justin goes for the body and goes for the right, which Max counters with the right of his own. Justin lands a leg kick, but Max lands a great knee to the body, and Justin lands another leg kick before getting a clinch and landing a clean right that knocks Max down. Justin has Max against the cage, but Max rolls with it well and gets out of it. They both land more jabs. Justin gets a nice body kick and even a left hook and a good right hand to close out the round. So round 4, in my opinion, goes to Justin. I think this is his best round. I think it's the only one he won. He was starting to actually push forward a bit more with his pressure. He wasn't being as careful and technical as he was in the first 3 rounds. And I think that was what was costing him, because if he's going to play that game with Max, Max is probably going to win. So Justin needed to do what he would usually do, like in his early career, and just start going forward a bit more. And yeah, that is kind of what he started doing. He was actually landing really effectively as well. He was throwing the leg kicks nicely, still eating some shots to the body and a few to the head, but he actually started really hurting Max, and even got a rare knockdown. And Max, even though he doesn't look it, is a very tough person to get a knockdown on. He's never been knocked out in his career, whereas Gaethje has been knocked out a few times, you know. But yeah, just really, really good stuff from Justin. Max did have a good round, but I think Justin just about takes round 4, in my opinion. And at last, we get to the 5th and final round. Justin goes for a jab, Max lands a body kick, and the 2 subsequent kicks as Justin lands a left hook. Max lands 2 uppercuts, and Max lands that spinning back kick again. Max lands a body kick, Justin gets a leg kick. Max lands a shot right to the body and then the head, landing another to hurt Justin. Max has Justin against the cage and lands massive punching combos, even getting another spinning body kick, and even a body punch in as well. Max lands a right hand. Justin goes for a hook, but Max goes for another spinning kick, then a right hand before going for yet another spinning kick, which makes him stumble a bit, but he gets it quickly. Max lands another couple of punches, going body head again, mixing things up more before Justin lands a right. Max lands a spinning kick again, Justin goes for a right hand but eats a knee to the body, Justin goes for a high kick but eats a knee to the body as well. Max lands the spinning kick again, Justin goes for a right but eats a knee to the body, and then Justin goes for a high kick but eats another knee to the body. Justin goes for a rolling thunder kick, and the two get into a firefight with Justin landing a left hook in the process, only for Max to land one last right that knocks Justin clean out with just 1 second left in the round and overall in the fight, giving Max the win by knockout at 4 minutes 59 seconds of the 5th and final round. So, let's talk about it. I think the first thing to note is that I absolutely did really enjoy this fight. I don't know if it's going to be in my top 10 because it wasn't super competitive. Um, like, round 1 was fairly close, I would say, but I still think Max did enough to win it. And Max was just dominating throughout most of the fight. It felt very similar to the situation with Calvin Kattar, although unlike Calvin Kattar, Max was actually able to put Justin away. Yeah, I don't know. It felt weird. It felt weird that when Justin was having real success, he was trying to risk it a bit more. And if he had done that, I think this fight would have been a bit more exciting. It was still really, really good and had some solid moments to it. And the closing sequence is really fun. When Justin was actually putting his shit together, he was really going for it, but I don't know if this is going to be full top 10. Had a really good crowd. It was a really good fight, and the two showed a ton of respect to each other, and I do adore that. I just wanted the fight to be a bit more of like a mad bastard brawl, and it didn't really feel like that. You know, it felt like Max was the only one really bringing the heat for the most part, and Justin did do his part quite well. You know, he was able to withstand a lot of damage, but Max landed that one crucial shot and got the win. And I've got no disagreements with it at all. And I think if it went the distance, Max would have won 4 rounds to 1. I definitely think he was winning round 5 up until he got that knockout. But yeah, I give pretty much all of it to Max. If it were going scorecards, I would go 49-46 in favour of Max personally. But you should still absolutely take this fight out for yourself. It was still a lot of fun, and it's just nice to have a good crowd like the crowd in Vegas usually is. Experiencing a really fun fight, and yeah, I mean, for a landmark event, I mean, it was better than UFC 200. I don't know. I watched UFC 200, but I haven't seen 300. But 300 was better because I don't know. It probably just was, wasn't it? I ain't seen it. But I did see this fight, and you should definitely go check it out for yourself. It's still a really, really fun fight between two really fun and entertaining fighters. That'll about do it from me, though. I want to thank everyone who watched Break Even on Friday. Probably the weakest pay-per-view of Season 5 so far, but still had some really good stuff. That Hell in a Cell match was really good. Ray Iwano vs Diego Ryan blew me out of the water. That triple threat was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. And the international title match between Don Atlas and Tommy Fenn was pretty goddamn good. So, you know, still a decent night all in all. As for what's next for me, though, probably Music of the Week episode on Thursday, and then the return show as we lead up to Locked and Loaded on Friday for PPW vs AVW. I should specify there's going to be a weekly show returning. The pay-per-view won't be until May the 5th? It's at some point in May. It's May the 5th or May the 10th. It's in May. I know that much. But I'll see you all for that. For those things. And as always, thank you for watching. You're awesome.